So get ready to hear the untold stories and witness the true behind the scenes from people and businesses in every industry, unfiltered, and of course, by keeping it real on the mic. All right, so welcome to Mel0nTheMic, my fellow Mel, and one of my favorite foodies in Arizona, Miss Melissa.
Thank you for having me.
So Melissa's from Eat.Drink.AZ, which many of you probably know that. If you don't, you need to know and get to know my fellow Mel. But first off, I always love talking to my guests that come on the podcast about how we met. Do you remember how we met?
Ooh.
It's really funny. I don't know if you want me to tell it or you tell it.
You tell it. It's good. Yeah, you tell it.
So how we met, I was with Danielle Camilla, and we were at an event. And we were like, let's go to the Beverly. And she's like, my friend Mel is there. And I was like, okay. She's like, she's one of the foodies. I'm like, I haven't met her before. And so we went there, and like somehow it's kind of a blur, which I'm sure it's a blur for both of us. We were both like hammered. We were in the little speakeasy private room. Next thing you know, we're like taking shots and drinking and like taking photos together. And then the next day, I think we both woke up and saw our Instagram stories, and we were like, oh, well, one, I have a new friend, and two, we should probably take some of these stories down. Do you remember that?
Yes, I do. I was like, I didn't even know what I was yelling. It was just pure chaos is what it was. We came in hot.
So hot. Who were you with?
My best friend, Bree.
Okay.
Yeah, I think we were doing like a tour of Old Town or something.
You guys, we were all having a great night. Okay, so I feel like you have a story, but before we get into that, first off, are you from Arizona?
Born and raised in the Valley of the Sun.
Woo!
Yeah.
My native sister.
Yes.
Yes, I love that. And growing up, did you always have the love for food?
I did, because we'll probably get into it. It was my only outlet.
Okay.
So yes, I did. Yeah, restaurants.
Well, you know what? Let's just get into it. Fuck it. Let's get into it. I want to know your story. I want to know how you got into it.
Oh, yeah.
We have some time today.
Okay, perfect. I love it. So this is kind of crazy, but I think it'll all make sense. I grew up Jehovah's Witness.
Oh.
Yeah, in a pure cult. Sorry if there's any J-dubs listening. And it's very culty. So the only things that my parents did was go out to eat. So that was like the highlight of my weekend, was after many, many days of church, we would finally get to go out to eat. So, and that's the only thing they really did, was go out to eat in Arizona. So I felt like I fell in love with food doing that. And then my first hospitality job, I got into it right away, working at the Olive Garden.
Oh, I love Olive Garden. Well, I haven't been there forever, but remember like the bread.
The OG, man. Yeah, the dressing, the salad. Good old soup and salad special.
I know, right? I love specials. And how long has Eat Drink Arizona been around for?
So this is kind of one came before the other.
Okay.
So my business has been around since 2015.
Okay.
But Eat.Drink.AZ was not created until 2017.
Oh.
Yeah. So Eat.Drink.AZ was created then so I was always in marketing. I was just in sports marketing. So with an old partner of mine, and we covered the UFC fights. So we lived in Vegas pretty much every weekend there was a fight. So we went to Vegas a ton. And then I ended up, because I only did social media marketing then. Yeah. There was a company called Rage in the Cage here in Arizona. Yeah, so we did all their social media. And then from there, I ended up getting our very first client, which was Los Taquitos, to do their social media. Still a client today, OG client.
Oh, hell yeah. Shout out to you.
Yeah, so good. They're so good. And then from there, I got a couple more clients, AZ88, Carson's, Sip, Coffee and Beer, kind of all in that Old Town section. And I kind of hit the streets running, and I was like, I'm an expert marketer. Like, everyone hire me. And they were like, we don't know who the fuck you are. Like, who? And so I was like going to all these people, and they're like, yeah, get in line with everyone else. Like, we don't know who you are. So it was at that time, and in marketing, you always are building some sort of funnel. So I decided to build an influencer funnel. So I figured that if I created a brand that they trusted and showed them what I could do, they would end up opening the door for me and now for us as a team to be able to manage all their social media.
That's so smart.
Yeah,
though.
so that's kind of how it transpired. Yeah.
And who was your first Scottsdale client? I know you named a bunch of them, but who was
Yeah.
your first one?
Carson's. They're still around.
Oh, so Carson's was from Scottsdale. Okay.
Yeah. They've been around
I
since
haven't-
1991. It is the best. It's like a dive bar.
Okay.
Without the dive bar pricing or the dive bar food. We're talking top-notch burgers, sandwiches.
Ooh.
I will put my name on this. The best sweet potato fries in the entire state of Arizona.
I love sweet potato.
You will never
Why
have.
haven't you taken me there?
I don't know, but we need to go there.
We're
It's
going.
outstanding. It's like a Cheers style place. Everyone knows your name.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
See, those are like the best places though.
They
especially
really
like
are.
Dive bars.
They really are.
That's so cool. I freaking love that. What is something, maybe a few things you have learned along this business journey? So like, you starting it up, trying to, gain people's trust to hire you.
Mm-hmm.
What are some things or lessons you've learned through this?
Oh, so many.
I know.
Oh my gosh. I mean, I would say one of the biggest things, and from the very beginning, was I'd say growth. You can't do it without people.
Yeah.
So if you try to, if you're going along this journey of business or you're creating a business, I think a lot of people try to hold on to their money. They try to hold on to everything and you never really grow that way. And letting go of control. Yeah. If you let go of control, I mean, everyone has, amazing skill sets and they can all do what you can do if you can teach it, in a flawless way. They're going to be able to pick those things up. So I'd say letting go of control was one of the biggest things in the very beginning. And I would say I'm one of the only brands, minus I think Welcome to Arizona, that's considered like a content creator brand where I'm not running the page. Yeah. And I think content creators, and to each their own, right? It's not for everyone, but I wanted to grow and be able to go much farther, and I can if it's just me shooting all the time.
Absolutely. Talking
about the Eat.Drink.AZ business. So that was really hard to tell people someone else is coming to shoot and I'm not going to be there.
Yeah.
That took like a year.
Oh yeah, I bet.
To get out of.
Did you have people like say, wait, never, no, I want only you coming through here?
There were a few, and there are still great relationships that if I built the relationship, I'm going out there for sure. They supported me, I supported them. I have so many of those. But yeah, in the beginning, that was a tough pill to swallow. Yeah. But as soon as I did it, saw the magic on the other side.
Oh God, because I get that. Because even with the media stuff, like sometimes, I'm like, hey, I won't be on set, or I'm going to send someone, and everyone like freaks out.
Yeah.
Like, no, like we're hiring you. And so, you're probably like, maybe spread ourselves so thin.
Mm-hmm.
You're like, no, I have a team that believes in my brand and I can do, a great job.
You can. And if they trust you, you should trust my team.
Absolutely.
And that's the way that I feel.
I remember I did a photo shoot with you for one of your shots. It was like in Queen Street.
Oh my gosh, yes.
Do you remember that?
Yes, it was a Mexican restaurant.
Yes.
So long ago. We invited you out right away. And you did fantastic, by the way.
Thank you.
Yes.
I was like, hey,
I know. We'd love to have you again.
Hit me up. I mean, I love food and I love modeling. So
I know. It's a blast.
Yeah. Well, and it was so funny because, like, obviously I own a media company, but, like, after that shoot, I had so much more respect for you. I obviously respected you before, but it was like, it's content for food is so different. Like, your angles, the slow movement of how you're pulling the food, I was just like, wow, there's so much to this. You're not just going in and like, okay, let me see your food, dude, and I'm going to take photos of it. No, you're like, you're all in there.
Food porn is hard.
Yes.
That's what we call it.
It's real.
Making food porn is hard.
Oh my God. I just came out of there and I was like, I was taking tips.
Yeah.
I was like, all right, so if we're ever shooting food, we're doing it like Melissa. Like, this is insane.
I love it.
Okay, so like behind the scenes, the real, what is the hardest part about being a foodie in this business?
Oh, the wait. The battle of being I can't tell you when I first started Eat.Drink.AZ brand, I came in hot. Like,
You're like, I'm trying
I was
everything.
single. No, I mean my body looked good.
Oh.
I came into this industry hot, and I am still here, but we are working on it. And there is a lot of weight to be gained, and I can see it even from other content creators from when they start in like a year to the weight that, I mean, if you are really producing food content, these restaurants want you out there.
Yeah.
And in the beginning, you're doing it for free to build your brand. So you're saying yes to everything. And I think that sometimes I used to go to 4 to 5 restaurants a day. I mean, it was nonstop. I think I was cranking 2 videos a day for full like food videos. And I mean, just leaving there sick. And like, and it's hard because the chef is in your face and in a nice way.
Yeah.
They're like, well, can we bring you one more out to try? And you're like, I can't breathe. And then you feel ill sometimes. And I think that's the hardest part. And you're really trying to support them. But it really is an unhealthy job. I will say that.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
But damn, it's hard. And I used to work out all the time. I was an animal. And then you just get caught up in it. And you're like, I don't have time. Like, I don't have time. Right. So now the last year, I'm pulling that back. And I'm getting myself back. I'm learning to be like, I'm going to feature this, but I'm going to order this.
Okay.
Yeah, like I'll feature your cocktail, but I only drink tequila.
Yeah, my tequila girl. Hell yeah. Because like I was thinking about that, and also going back to the chef statement, like what I've learned, because I go to events with the chef's personal dinner, private dinners, blah blah blah, and they want you to try everything, and out of respect for them, you try everything, right? And they watch to see how you respond, and that's just the way that world is. And so it's like for a chef to be next to you and you don't eat it, it's almost disrespectful. So you're kind of put in this place where like, dang, like I have to try every single thing here.
There's a lot of dishes.
Yeah.
We just went to visit Cottonwood, had me come out and do, I actually just posted it today, an entire tour. Well, Merkin is one of the wineries. That's by the owner of Tool, if you're an old school 90s.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah, Maynard Keenard, that's his spot. It's up on a hill. It's really cool. Well, I know the chef there. I'm not kidding you. They brought out 15 dishes. Ryan and I were rolling out of there. It was so hard. We felt so sick.
Oh my God. Okay, so wait, do you cook at home?
Yes.
You do?
Oh my gosh.
Wait, what do you cook at home?
Okay, so love my boyfriend to death, but I wish on my Bumble, like when I met him 4 years ago, I would have put like must eat everything, because he's just a steak and potato guy. And sometimes he really is. So, I mean, we do a lot of grilling, which is fantastic and it's really good for you. He only eats asparagus. Is the only vegetable he eats. That is it. And we have a veggie every night.
Okay.
And like the last year, I'm like, will you please make me broccolini and you can have asparagus? I'm making like this week, I was like, I'm going to do Brussels sprouts, cook your broccolini or your asparagus. So we cook every night, but we do a lot of grilling of steak and potatoes and salmon and steak and potatoes and salmon.
Ryan, you're getting called out today.
Oh, he's actually not allowed to go to any course dinners with me.
Well, you told me this.
Yes. So if I have really elaborate, expensive course dinners, he is uninvited.
Yes. Yeah. Which honestly, it's probably for the best. He's not going to enjoy it either. It's like, great.
He's an embarrassment to the family. The chef, I'm like, you are putting this caviar in your mouth.
Yeah, right? Swallow it right now. Wait, so you guys met on Bumble?
We did meet on Bumble.
Oh my gosh.
Yes.
Okay, wait. So how did you know? Like, tell me about the first date.
Oh, that's a doozy.
Oh, this is going to be good. A doozy? Let's hear that word.
This is a doozy. Okay, so I didn't want to tell him what I did.
Okay.
I said digital marketer because I have the agency.
Yeah.
But people can look up your phone number online. And so I kept the chat the entire time in Bumble. just said I'm in hospitality marketing, you know, and that was kind of it.
Yeah.
And then, and that is the main business. And so left the content creator side out of it. Well, I was like, have you been here? Have you been there? Like for restaurants. And back in the day, that's when I was building all of Eat.Drink.AZ. I didn't have an assistant. So I was so used to going to multiple restaurants and multiple cocktail bars. You go to a cocktail bar, then you go to a dinner, then you go to another cocktail bar, maybe 2 more cocktail bars after that, right?
Right.
So I was like, where haven't you been? And he's like, well, I've never been to Tommaso's. I was like, either have I, let's go there. And then, so we booked Tommaso's. Well, I can't remember what happened. I was like, well, next door is Mark Tarbell's. I've never been to Mark Tarbell's spot. Do you want to get wine? And then he was very nice. He kept saying like, yes. And then I was like, and then there's this cute spot 36 Below, which is a client.
Yeah.
And I was like, maybe we can go get one of their cool like cocktails there. So I'm thinking all is good.
Yeah.
Found out later, he was like, that was the most wildest thing. He's like, I was intrigued. I thought you were actually like a stage 5 clinger. Like most women are like, you take them to like a dinner.
Yeah.
And like if it maybe like appetizers and drinks and like if it goes well, you had planned pre-cocktails, dinner, after. He's like, if this date goes bad, I am stuck with this woman for like 4 hours. And he's like, he was so confused. He's like, do I go on the date or do I not? Like, he's like, I am intrigued. So let's go. So this is the really wild part. So we go to Mark Tarbell's. I've never met Mark Tarbell. I did a giveaway with him, I think 2 months earlier. We're sitting at the bar. He recognized me. He comes up and he's like, hey, good to see you. And I was like, oh, nice to meet you. And I was like, oh, nice to meet you. And he's like, yeah, thanks for working with us. And, left Ryan in the dark. And I was like, oh, yeah, no, it was great. And
yeah.
And then we get ready to leave and Ryan gets ready to pay. And they're like, Tarbell took care of it. And he was like, oh, okay, well, all right. So then we go to the next place. And if you know Joey Maggiore online, do you know Joey Maggiore?
Don't.
He is a big personality. He owns the Sicilian Butcher, Baker, Hash Kitchen, the Siciliano, tons and tons of restaurants. Big deal in Arizona in the hospitality.
Yeah.
He is this Italian guy that likes to be on camera, dripping in gold chains.
Oh, I love this. I need to meet Joey.
Oh my! You need to.
Oh,
Your
yeah.
other Joey that was on the podcast loves that Joey.
Oh, then I'll probably love
you need
Joey.
you need to meet this Joey.
Yeah.
So, anyways, we walk in, just getting ready to go to our table. Joey's sitting with his entire family, gets out of his seat. Melissa, it's so good to see you. Hugs me, is like, and I'm like, this is Ryan.
Yeah.
I'm not calling him my boyfriend. This is Ryan. And we go and we sit and I was like, oh, just being in the industry. And he was like, the chef comes out and is like, Joy wanted me to give you, for you guys to try caviar. Little did I know Ryan didn't eat caviar, and he was eating it and drinking water and eating it.
Stop.
Then at the end, I think our tab was like $200. And he gets ready to pay, and they're like, Joey took care of everything. And he's like, am I going to get shot? Are you in the mob? Like, what's going on?
Why can't I pay for a dinner?
Yeah. He's like, what's happening? And so I was like, so I hate saying, like, and this was my mindset at the time in the dating world. You're either going to have guys that are like, oh, we think that's cheesy, you're an influencer, like, and just skip over for that reason, or do you have a business and I can profit off of this somehow, some way? So I just kept it off the table,
right,
and only talked really about the agency. So that was our beginning date.
That's so fun.
Yeah,
it's so, because you know what? It's so funny because it's like, what, like those stories. It's like, okay, yeah, like that stuff happens, but to like, people that are not in the industry or average Joe or whatever, they're like, wait, they covered your dinner?
Yeah.
They got your drink?
Yeah.
They brought you free. They came out and said hi?
Yeah.
Like, what the heck?
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes we forget those things and we're like, oh, yeah, that doesn't happen.
No.
Yeah.
It
But I mean,
doesn't.
especially you're so well known and respected here in the food industry. He's like...
Yeah, it was, we love telling that story. It's fun.
That is such a good freaking story.
Yeah.
Okay, wait. So then after that... Was he like, let's do a second date?
So I stayed Friday and I didn't leave till Monday.
Oh, the juicy details.
And then here we are 4 years later.
Well, let's just say it went really well, guys. I do. I like Ryan.
Yeah.
He's great. I feel like
great.
you guys balance one another out really well.
We were supposed to have a double date.
Well, yeah.
I screwed it up.
Oh, yeah. Let me tell you about my friend Melissa over here. We're both very busy, but she likes to half read the text messages. Wait, I want you to tell this story.
I scan. We'll call it scanning. Scanning of messages. So we go out to eat and you guys sit down. I think we went to Nook and you're like, well, where's Ryan? And I was like, I thought it was just us. And you're like, no, it's supposed to be a double date. And I was like, well, it's fine. I was like, it works out anyway. The owner ended up joining us.
Yeah.
So he ended up being my fourth,
Right.
my date at the time. And I was like, oh my God, I feel so bad. I cannot believe I screwed this up.
James is like, so I guess like girls?
Yeah,
Girls' date?
Girls' date. Yeah. Well, then it was us and then the owner.
Well, then the owner. Oh, yeah, and I met him. He was so nice.
Yes.
Remind me his name. It was.
Oh gosh, I don't remember.
I'm so bad at names too. But shout out to him. He was so nice.
Excellent. Yep. Excellent spot.
And that same thing brought out some amazing.
Yeah, food. Wanted us to try everything.
I mean, it was all so good. I know. I felt like James like that. I like set him up.
Yeah.
I was all like, come on.
Yeah, he's like, great, thanks. I'm the wingman.
Yeah, I know, right? Seriously. Okay. Well, do you have any crazy stories where like you're like, wow, what did I just walk into at this restaurant? Or like I need to run, or you don't have to name any of them if you don't want to.
In the restaurant world?
Yeah.
Gosh, I mean, I worked in the industry for so long.
But nothing crazy where like they're like, hey, come in and we want to like hire you, and then you see a bunch of cockroaches filling up a sink or something, and like,
no, I don't know. I don't think anything like that. I mean, if I thought about it, I would really have to think about it.
Yeah.
There has to be. I mean, it's the hospitality industry. There has to be something crazy. I just can't remember because there's just so many. It's from me working in the industry to my, not even a day off eating at a restaurant to shooting content, Eat.Drink.AZ. It's all just kind of blended together. But let me come back to that one.
No, for sure.
Okay.
I know. You're like me. We're maxing out of our boxes right now. Okay. What is one of your favorite awards you have received personally or as a business?
Ooh, so I got the Phoenix Best of for Best Blogger.
Oh,
and that was really exciting for me because I remember getting that magazine when I was, not in this industry. And I would go purposely I'd make sure I was in the store to buy the very first Phoenix magazine. And I would flip through it and check off all the restaurants that I tried. And I felt really proud of all the ones I could check off for the best of series that they do. Mm-hmm. And then here I am now in it. So that was really special to me. And we're trying to win it. We don't know. I told our team that if we win it, we'll go to City Hall or Steak 44 this year. So we tried really hard this year to get the agency in it. So if we get that in, that will be I don't even think I need another award. And there are probably so many achievement awards out there. And I think it's just purely due to the fact that that magazine was the Bible to me before I had a business.
Yeah.
So looking at that and seeing these restaurants in there and being so excited to dine at them.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Manifesting this.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
We're yes. We're on your team. We're all going in.
Woo!
Let's do it, baby. Okay. So what is the ugly truth about owning your own business? From beginning to now?
Oh, and
I don't want to say the ugly truth, but just the
I feel like I have a few.
Yeah, no. Hit me with them.
I think the work from when you're a solopreneur, that very beginning, I remember driving in my car to my condo and just crying because I was I don't have anything left to give. And I actually remember thinking in my car, why do I just see successful people and it just seems like they got there? And I just wanted to know that other people felt the same as me, and you never hear the in-between or you never see the in-between. But I mean, literally just like I didn't even have like the ugly cry face. Like it was just tears like going down, and I didn't know how I'd be able to complete the work because I was just trying to make money and do it all. And I would say like the by yourself, knowing like, is this it? Is this how it's going to be operated forever?
Yeah.
And then I would say the next big thing was building a team. That was hard for me, and not in the way like letting go of control. Like that part was great, but having to like just hear if there was something happening like within, like you just think that sometimes you can fix it all and you can't fix it all. Like you really have to like listen to these people and find out and like figure out like we need to build better systems, or we need to like do this, and like these ups and downs and like waves that you go through. And it's really like, to me, I feel like it's like levels. It's like solopreneurship. And then all of a sudden like, oh shit, we have no systems.
Yeah. Like what just happened?
This is all living on a phone and like a random OneDrive of all over, of just docs all over the place, to being like, now you have to build systems of just like chaoticness. And then I would say the next part is, you know, the client, like once you are getting clients and these clients are coming in, is like, you're like, here is everything is great. And they're like, we're not happy with, you know, we don't feel like you shot the food the way it needed to be shot. And you're like, oh shit. Okay. You know, and then so now you're adding protocols and like, what do you do? Now we need a longer branding meeting. We just thought we could do it and it's us, and that's just not the way it is. So like, you know, and this is just speaking on the hospitality side, but just these waves you ride, you know, like and then I remember screenshotting, you know, my friends back in the day and being like, I have 12 cents in my account. Like I legit, but I knew money was coming in. And it became a game. I was like, I have 75 cents. And they'd be like, I would be hurling over and dying right now if I saw your bank account. No savings, no credit card. Like, and I'm like, yeah, but everyone's going to be paying me tomorrow. So I know it's like going to come in.
It's coming though.
It's coming. And these waves that you ride, and I think that the money waves just become different. They become like everyone says, like, oh, okay, maybe it was here, you know, you're at this level. Well, now you start to go up and now more money goes out, you know, and then, more may come in, but a lot more starts going out, you know, and it's a crazy ride is all I can say. It's a roller coaster.
It really is.
And if you're not adaptable, I would say you have to be so adaptable in order for it to work. You really do. Yeah.
Like just like my own personal businesses I've started, like, and I was telling Mike Spink this the last time he was on, but I'm like, it is not this glamorous thing. Like it is a ride, you know, like you're doing good, and then something happens and then you're back to here and then you're here, or you lose clients. And it's like, heck, just with the world going on right now, like a lot of people are dropping all their marketing, trying to do it themselves and their content. And it's like, you just never know what's going to happen year to year. And so it's a scary thing, and you have to adapt and you have to pivot. And if you don't know how to do that, then and it's not freaking easy.
Yeah.
And you never clock out.
Yeah, so. You never clock out.
I mean, except for on
But
Sunday,
I love it. Maybe when I have 3 margaritas.
The margarita, I know. I mean, when you meet me at the Beverly, but oh my gosh. And how and I love how real you are with that, because most people wouldn't be that real about things, you know? Like, hey, I had 75 cents in my freaking bank account. Like, you know what? That is the most realist thing ever, because you know, you're probably one of the first people to tell me that on the mic. But other than Jazzy.
Jazzy's was wild.
I forgot his. It was like negative 15,000. I don't even know. But the reality is like, that happens to people all the time.
It's a real deal.
You know what I mean? It's like, it's surreal. It happens.
Yeah.
And so, but it's like at that moment, like, do you give up or do you keep going?
Yeah.
You have a choice.
Yeah, you do. You always have a choice.
I have so much love and respect for you.
Thank you.
I love that. Okay, so how do you release your stress now?
At home, I would say I really like being home now. I've become such a homebody. If I do anything, it's going to be near, like close with just Ryan. Honestly, just going out to eat. We're bar top people, so we like just sitting at the bar.
Yeah.
And sometimes even like if it's been a long week, I'm like, I'm just going to be on my phone for like an hour and you just be next to me. And he's like, yeah. Like he just like gets it, you know? Travel. I really like traveling a lot, and I like solo travel. I love solo traveling. Even if I do a trip, like we just got back from a trip, Ryan didn't fly out for 2 days later. And I just like, even my birthday every year, I fly out 2 to 3 days before by myself to just self-reflect.
Yeah.
I have a great guy that understands I need my self-time. Zero jealousy about any of that. And then he comes out and we have a great like weekend. So I'd say that, snuggling my dog, my Bernie doodle. My oldest, I have a 23-year-old. He's kind of doing his own thing, and we do date nights. We call it date nights. And then I have my 15-year-old, and he's week on, week off with his dad, and we do date nights too when he comes back to our house. So we kind of just rotate. A lot of eating still. Like we'll go out to eat, try new places, but honestly, just being at home in our ambiance, lighting, candles. Dave Matthews playing in the background.
Yeah, there you go. Honestly, I became a homebody too.
Yeah, I love it.
And no one will ever believe that. Like if you look at our social medias, they're like, no, these girls are out all the freaking time.
Yeah.
No, every once in a while, but it's like I need to recharge. This is the first time you've been to my media office, but this is my safe place.
I love it. And it's so comfy.
Oh, thanks.
Yes.
But I recharge here. I love to be alone. Like I'm the same way.
I think we've talked about that.
Yeah. Have we? We probably have actually. Because I kind of feel like I remember you telling me something about you traveling alone for a little bit. And some people think like, you know, are you being selfish? It's like, no. And if you have someone that understands that, like, it's fine. I do love recharging alone and then recharging with my other half after that. But I need to be alone sometimes.
You need that. And I mean, you're as busy as you are. You have so many businesses. I remember I was confused when I looked at your Instagram. when we were having you come model, Michelle, our photographer, was like, which one do I message? And I was like, I don't know.
Pick one. That's so funny. What was your opinion of me when you first met?
I thought you were fun and so outgoing, and you're very easy to talk to.
Aww.
I talk to so many people at events, and I think that I can get a really good feel for people when it's just that, where do you live? Oh, cool. What do you do? Oh, I love it. Oh, you wear Nikes? I wear Nikes.
What's your favorite color? This is going nowhere.
You're so easy to talk to at any time of any day. Like, and you have a lot of energy, which I love.
Oh, thank you. I didn't have my coffee today, so it's a little natural today. No, and those are my favorite friendships because I feel like a lot of my people in my circle are so easy to talk to. Like oh, hey there. I want to introduce one of my favorite brands, Dakota London. Their extensions look so freaking real and natural and amazing. Women like me feel confident, beautiful with the colors because sometimes that's like the hardest thing to find is colors that actually match your hair. So thank you so much. Mike mentioned to Dakota London for my beautiful hair. But anyways, I appreciate this brand. I love my hair. And if you are new to the hair extension world or even want to dabble in it a little bit, just mention Mel and she'll give the new clients 50% off. So honestly, guys, no better place to go. So Dakota London. I was just having this talk with DJ Valentine earlier today, and I was all like, we just have naturally created the circle of like people that are like-minded. And I mean, I don't think I've ever had a boring time with you. Even if you were in my dental chair, we're laughing about something, you know, honestly, like I love seeing my friends when you guys are in the office. Okay. Tell me how, you're a mom of two. What is mom life like?
Easy.
Yeah.
Easy now. They're older.
Yeah. Are they driving?
Yes, my oldest is. Yeah, he's 23.
Okay.
He goes to ASU, and the 15-year-old, I'm trying to get him to study, to get his permit. I'd say the hardest part right now was that Madden was my last, and I still want to snuggle him and just love him, and he's just such a 15-year-old dude, state of mind, and he's just kind of a, turning into an older man, and he's going through the process and figuring things out. And I try to hug him, and I feel like he's at that age where he's like, this is too long, like this is awkward.
Yeah.
Like
Stop it, Mom.
yeah, I say other than that, I think I'm getting sad that it's like, they'll be fully out of the house, and I'm at that age. I really am. I'm not young anymore. I wish I was.
You're young to me.
Yeah. But, I think just, knowing that they're going to be off in their own life, which I love and I support it.
Yeah.
But I think it was hard when I was young. I was a young mom. I got pregnant at like the end of 21.
Oh, really?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
So that was way hard. I was a kid raising a kid.
Oh my gosh.
And a crazy kid.
Yeah. You're like, we're both crazy
Yeah,
kids.
no, even my oldest is like, you don't treat Madden that way. I was like, I was crazy then. I'm not crazy anymore. You want me to yell at your brother and throw a brush at him? Like,
you got lucky.
a chancla?
Chancla? No, you didn't. Oh my God! Wait, that's right. You're Hispanic.
I am.
You're Hispanic.
I know. I don't
She
speak
said
Spanish.
chancla.
Nothing. Nada.
We just know words.
We just know words.
Yeah, chancla was one of them.
Chancla.
Yeah, you saw grandma or mom grab the chancla.
Yeah.
Like, fuck, run. Jeez. So, okay, I want to go back a little bit. So you were telling me about your parents, and that's how, you fell in love with food. It's because you guys would go out and eat, and it was very strict. How long did you stay with your family for, and when did you kind of get to break away from that?
Ooh, as quick as possible.
Yeah.
I hated it as a kid.
Okay.
So it was, it's because I always thought about that. And I feel like when you're a kid, you could be almost anything and you kind of just go with the flow. I remember being in church and making my nose bleed so I could go to the back so I wouldn't have to sit through church.
Oh.
Like, I hated it from the time I could understand it. I think 6 years old. You don't celebrate birthdays. You don't celebrate Christmas. There's nothing you celebrate at all. So school, then you would have Christmas parties, and I wasn't allowed to go to the Christmas parties.
Yeah.
So like, it actually makes a lot of sense when you think about the Eat.Drink.AZ brand now. It's like when I, and who I became once I kind of left it.
Yeah.
So I went from like this kid of, having no one and being very by myself to I'm going to become the biggest rebel known to mankind, cause my parents absolute havoc now that I have a voice, and become the center of attention for a very long time.
Yes.
And now, obviously, I've broken away from that. But it makes a lot of sense, right? Because your past can kind of shapes you, right?
Yeah.
It doesn't affect me that way. It's just it shaped who I was as a person. So as soon as I was 18, I moved, and then I met my soon-to-be husband.
Oh
so
my God.
yeah, and then we had kids young. Well, only one. Madden didn't come till I was 30.
Yeah. That's crazy. And so, wait, soon to be husband. What are you talking about?
So my kid's dad is from the
nice.
So I was married.
Okay, that's right.
Yes,
okay.
and then I got a divorce. Like 2014.
Okay.
I was a stay-at-home mom.
Wow.
I would only pick up side gigs and because I'd be bored. I didn't have to work at all. I was doing stroller strides at the Chandler Fashion Square wearing my Lululemon.
Ooh.
Yeah. Or was it Lululemon then? Sorry, Juicy. Juicy
oh,
Couture.
Yeah, Juicy. With
Juicy Couture.
On the butt.
The velour. I was. No, and it's kind of fun. But yeah, I was a stay-at-home mom. I was always very, very bored. He controlled everything.
Yeah.
And then we kind of had Madden to save a relationship. And Madden was like 1.5 and I was done. Yeah. I was like, I'm out. I can't do it anymore.
I feel like most people think kids can save relationships, and I'm understanding from a lot of people's stories that it's that's not the case at all.
It is so not.
Yeah.
No. And now in a great place, we co-parent. Fantastic now. Yeah, but started off and I started bartending, and that's kind of how I got here.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Get it, girl.
Yeah.
And then do you have brothers or sisters, or was it just you?
Just my 2 sisters.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
And-
And they're younger. They live at home still. My mom is...
You are the rebel.
No, I am. And one of them loves it, and the other one, I don't know. I mean, they live a very comfy life at home still. One's almost going to be 40 and one's like 30.
Oh my gosh. Well, I mean, hey, that works.
Yeah, if it works, it works for all of them.
I mean, I loved my parents. When my parents got divorced, I went with my dad at 16, but I was like, I love you, Dad, but I cannot wait to get out of the house.
That's how I was.
I was just like, I wanted to be independent. I wanted to do my own stuff. I wanted to, so.
Yeah.
He was like, I remember my dad one time was like, Mel, you can actually get married and we can all live together one day. I was like, oh, Dad.
No.
No. You're crazy.
That's what I'm going to do with my son. Don't go.
Yeah, I know, right? You're like, actually, that's a good idea.
That's a great idea, Mel.
I love this. Writing that one down. So, okay, going through your timeline now. So then you are a single mom.
Mm-hmm.
And then you had your second kid.
So I already had my second kid.
Oh, you already had your second.
Yeah,
Then you got the divorce.
And then I got the divorce.
Okay.
And then I opened up a brewery in Chandler called The Perch.
Okay.
Yeah, and then and they needed marketing, and that's how this whole journey started.
Okay.
So I was like, and then it was just Facebook and Google.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, all right, I'll take a whack at it. And then I ended up falling in love with learning what Facebook actually was.
Right.
And I felt like I had a skill that no one else knew about, which was very true then. Yeah. And I realized there was this whole back end of Meta, of advertising.
Right.
And I was like, I saw the future with Meta, and I just rode that wave, and it built my business.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
So were you mainly self-taught?
Yeah, YouTube. I'm a big Gary Vee fanatic.
That's amazing.
Yeah, he's my god now.
You're like, I do have a god. I love that about you.
Yeah.
These are the best times. I love bringing my friends on the podcast.
Yeah.
I learned so much about you guys.
Yeah.
But okay, and so then from there, you just you're like, okay, there's something here. We're gonna like keep it going. I'm gonna start this business.
Yes.
It's gonna be related to the food industry.
Yeah.
Somehow, some way.
Well, not yet. I was in MMA. I got into MMA because of my partner that I met at the time, my boyfriend.
Wait, what?
Yeah, so I was married, and then I was in a relationship for 7 years, and then I broke up with him the day the world shut down during COVID.
Stop.
I kicked him out on the day everything shut down.
Oh my God.
Yeah. and then, but the food happened kind of in between that. Yeah, I would say the timeline.
The timeline. So around the COVID time.
Around 2017 is when we were still together at that time.
Yeah.
He had MMA, but I was only working for him. It was all sports clients, and I hated sports.
Really?
I was not into MMA. I could care, like the big fights. Like I got to see Conor and Ronda and Mayweather when Mayweather fought Conor. Like I thought those were really cool.
Those are cool.
Who wouldn't?
Yeah.
But other than that, I was snoozing at the UFC fights. I was like, should have a journalist do this. I'm not into it.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, and then and then we got our first client, which was a restaurant, and the bell just rung in my head, and I'm like, holy shit, it's always been food. Why? I'm so passionate about this client. And then I went off and I was like, well, why don't you just run your business and I'll start food? And like, it's still together. And he didn't want anything to do with that.
Oh.
Nothing. And then it from there, demolished the relationship.
Didn't want to support you at all.
No, he took it as abandonment because he couldn't do anything on his own.
Oh.
Yeah. So
good for you though, because I feel like most women would just stay and be like, all right, well, let me live your dream and help you. Whatever you need, honey. Yeah,
no, it gets easier as you keep doing it.
Yeah. Keep doing it. I know. And I think that's a little Latina in us, right? No.
Ryan is a keeper. I just want to say that he is my guy for life. Third time's a charm.
And like I told you earlier, you guys balance one another so well. Like how many men are okay with like their other half leaving by themselves for 3 days. And most of them would be like, well, why do you want to go for 3 days by
Yeah.
yourself? Are you
Yeah.
sure? What are you doing? You know, it's
Yeah.
like, no. He's like, all
Not at
right,
all.
honey, have
No.
fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's really why I solidified the restaurant. The relationship is there is this resort that I had been wanting to go to forever. It's called Xcaret. It's in Playa del Carmen. And I said I'm going to do my solo trip there. It's just it's a place that if you have a partner and you know they're going there,
Yeah.
you're going to be like, that should be like, really? Like, wow, okay, kind of like that. And he put his hand on my leg and he said, good, you need to. I want you to. You've been talking about this for a really long time. So then I was still kind of testing him while I was there. There's a Latina, thing. And I was like, I decided to extend 3 days. And he's like, oh my God, you should. That's fantastic. I was like, I even got the one with the butler room. And he like, just adding on.
Yeah.
We
We're
did go the
Latina.
next year together. And I came back and I was like, this is my fucking guy.
Yeah.
Like, I needed this so much because I've been in some crazy relationship and I needed someone to let me from, and this will probably make sense too, being constrained as like a young kid of a religion, then being just a stay-at-home wife, like I handle everything, then going into this very controlling relationship. I was like, freedom. Like, I found that person that like lets me be who I am without ever thinking anything. And that's exactly what I needed. And that's what he gives.
I just feel like I can breathe for you.
Yes.
Like, because I've been through some of those, maybe not to the extreme, but like I know some of those feelings.
Yeah.
And I think that's also why when I was like, well, at first I was like, when I turn 18, I want to run. But then I got into like dental hygiene school and stuff. I'm like, okay, wait, Dad. I'm like, let me still live with you so I can get through school.
Yeah.
And at that time, we were more like roommates. He was like, well, you need to pay for some kind of bill. So like you're paying for your car and you're paying for I think it was like the water bill or some electricity, whatever it was. He was trying to teach me, like the adulting life. And so I was like, all right. And we laugh because he's always been the hardest on me. And I'm like the girl in the family, out of the two boys that I grew up with. But it was good. It helped me, molded me to be the person that I am. I know that I can get through life just fine if I had to by myself. And I was very independent and I loved the freedom. When I got a taste of freedom, because my parents I love them. They were amazing parents, but they were crazy strict. I couldn't cross like the street without telling my mom that I was crossing the street to go get the ball or something. Like it was so strict, I mean, to be fair, she's seen a lot of bad things happen in her lifetime, or if her and my dad was a cop and would come home with stories and then he would come home with stories and it would just fill my mom's head of like all these things that happened that doesn't even make the news, And it was hard for her to let us be kids, if that makes sense, until we got older.
Completely. I have some friends and their partners are on that side, and it is that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it was kind of like a love-hate because I know she really loved and cared about us, but at the same time, I was like, let me get on my bike and go right to McDonald's, okay? Yeah. Like, I'm going to be fine.
I'm going to be taken and abducted. And
I
always wondered, I'm like, was it just that era? Like, too? Like, I feel like my mom was that same. I mean, many things. I also like to call it Hispanic hysteria.
Yeah. No, that's fair.
Same. Like she'd be like riding a bike or doing anything. Always, you're going to get stolen or they're going to look for vans.
Oh my gosh, I know. And it's like, what? I mean, I personally didn't know anybody that that's ever happened to, but
the milk cartons back in the day. They didn't want you to end up on a milk carton.
Oh my gosh. Well, and then we hear these stories now that are just like, I don't, we're like, gosh, this is the real world. Yeah. Actually, these things do happen.
Yeah.
What the heck?
And now we see them because you get to watch it on TikTok.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now we know. Now we're very aware.
Yeah. Taking kids in. Oh my gosh. Yeah. What was a very low moment or a hard time during your business journey or a personal life journey that maybe you felt like you hit rock bottom or like, oh, this is hard?
Yeah, I know that one. That one's real easy. So my partner and I ended up getting, when we were first together, a very big contract. It was actually with Anheuser-Busch. It was huge. They hired us to do their Goose Island campaign They wanted us to hire a bunch of brand ambassadors. Well, we have no business hiring brand ambassadors at all. And it was a friend that I knew, and he knew I started a business. And we went in to meet them at the big headquarters, and we're like, oh, yeah, maybe we can hire a couple of models, 2, 3. Well, they're like, we need you to hire like 30. And we were like, and I'm the type of person, say yes and figure it out along the way.
Yeah.
I will always say yes. So we said yes. And for the first run, it was really, really well. And sorry, hold on. Actually, the campaign went really well. We didn't even know what a net was at the time.
Mm-hmm.
So they were like, we can't pay you for like 60, 90 days net.
Mm-hmm.
We have to fund this whole thing. And we're talking 30 to 40 girls that make then, I think it was like $18 to $20 an hour.
Yeah.
Sampling out this products at Total Wine, Bevmo, bars. And it started from Thursday to Sunday. So that was a lot of money. We ended up borrowing from our friend for it to be funded in the very beginning. And then the campaign itself went flawless. And they hired us again for a second round. And they're like, we'll get you your money ahead of time. And we made very large profit off of that. Very large.
Yeah.
We were very young. We had never owned a business.
Yeah.
So then we get ready to go into the third round. We were party animals then.
Oh.
We went to Vegas a lot. We thought we could blow a lot of cash.
Yeah.
And we spent a lot of money. I think we were in Vegas for like 15 days.
Oh my God.
I think we spent like $40,000 in.
What?
Yeah. It was pretty wild.
Oh no.
Yeah, no, it gets real bad. And then they came back and they're like, we're not going to continue with you. And so we were kind of banking on like the money that was like coming in, and like we're like, oh, and then we'll use that, and like we had it all like figured out, and all of a sudden we were like, oh fuck.
Yeah.
We only have like a little bit left. What do? We have a full campaign to push out. So we had other clients, so we stopped paying rent. Couldn't pay rent on our house. We were renting.
Wow.
Started using every single penny that came in from any campaign or any client, using it towards that. We made more money if we went out and sampled, but they only wanted really hot young girls. So we were out. We started taking all the money so that we didn't have to pay out. We started paying, like sampling as many as we could possible. We ended up losing our house because it took us months to like get back from that, because we had clients, but we didn't have a lot of clients.
Yeah.
We were really, really new. And I was like, we are not going to be sued by Anheuser-Busch.
Yeah.
My name is not going to be scorched in this town for the rest of my life.
Right.
So I made sure that we paid every single brand ambassador. We never missed a payment, got everyone paid. We lived with my mom on an air mattress for almost like 7 months. We lived in hostels, Airbnbs, when money would come in. It took us like a year to get a place. We used to take pictures like we had like an old junky Tahoe. We would take pictures in the back of our Tahoe, and people be like, are you guys moving? It was our fucking house in the back of our Tahoe.
God.
Clothes, like things that you needed, like if we needed to like live. And I mean, we lived in some shady places in Phoenix, the places that like you do not want to be. So that was probably the lowest and the most like rock bottom ever. And I remember we were getting kicked out of our last like Airbnb, and we were leaving and we had no money. And my dad is hardcore like cholo dude. And I was like, and my mom was like, you can't stay here anymore. Like we've like spent your time here on our living room. Like this can't happen. And I was like,
it was a year?
Yeah, it was like almost a year we were doing that. And I was like, we have to go to my dad's. And I was like, I'll make up some like story. And clearly the family kind of knew like what was going on. It was just, things were too weird. We were trying to keep it on the DL. And so we were leaving, and I remember leaving, and I was crying. I was just bawling in the truck. And I opened up YouTube, and I was trying to find motivational shit.
Yeah.
And it's a famous quote, and it says, and I remember I played this video, and I'm bawling my eyes out. And it's like this preacher guy, and he's like, you're not crying because you quit. You're crying because it's hard.
Yeah.
And I'll like never forget that. Yeah. And so I was like, but I haven't quit. Like, I'm still going. Anyways, went to my dad's house from there. It was chaotic, but I pulled out of it.
Yeah.
We ended up getting a house not too soon after, probably because my dad threatened my boyfriend. And
You're like, okay, we need to move fast.
it's pretty much what happened.
Yeah.
So yeah, I would say that was the craziest thing that I've ever been through that time. We were wacko.
That's crazy. How old were you?
2017, 37.
37. Yeah. Crazy time. You got like stories.
Yeah, because I really didn't start my life. I was just a stay-at-home mom.
Yeah.
So at 31, all of a sudden from being married and then not celebrating birthdays, not celebrating holidays, having a baby then really young.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, like, I met this guy that was kind of wild with me, and we went off the fucking rocker, and we partied, and we partied hard.
Oh my gosh. It's funny because you like learn from those things, right?
Oh,
it's like when
so
they say life lessons.
Wild shit.
Yeah. Man.
Yeah.
But you know what I love about that story is that you didn't screw over that brand.
Never.
You still paid, and they probably had no idea.
No.
Like what you guys were going through. You're like, all right, if we have to give up our house to make sure you're getting paid, then we're going to do that.
And that moment set me up for success. I am fidgety with payments.
Yeah.
I make sure that my people are paid.
Yeah.
Even if I ever in the very beginning of my business, was ever like, hey, something's like happening, but you will. I remember my friend one time was like, Melissa, you pay, and I know you will always pay. Like, you don't have to and I was like, I know, but I'm just like letting you know. Like, it set a fear in me forever. Like, my people get paid. They will always, like, I'll sell everything if business ever goes down. Like, that will never happen. Like, it's just my thing.
I love that about you. No, I feel that too.
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't care. Like, I will make sure you guys get paid.
Yeah.
My modeling agency side, they were telling me some stories about the model world and how like they haven't been paid for like over a year for shows and all this stuff, and they're like, we really appreciate you, Mel, because you pay us.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, I've never I've been so busy I don't really stop and think, but it's like I do. Like, if I have to go hustle a little harder to make sure you guys are paid or whatever, or even if I get screwed over by a client and I'm like, great, this has to come out of my pocket now, like, I take full responsibility for it.
Always. So. I love that. And in that world that you're in, because I've talked to a lot of people that like we've brought in for like our foodie models, or even like videographers we've hired or anything, they're like, we'd like to get paid up front. And I'm like, yeah, no problem. Or it really is like, a lot of them are so used to just being screwed out there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I always teach them, I'm like, you get your money and you sign a contract with these people, and you make them at least give you half before you even walk in that door.
Yeah. Deposit. Yeah. Even with my close friends.
Yeah.
Hell, even with my other half, like when we were first dating, we still have agreements to this day, and we're married now, and it's just, it's like once you do that and everyone respects that, and that's like the norm with your friends and family, it's like, okay, here's a deposit, here's an agreement, but scary. Okay, I'm doing something new.
Okay. Uh-oh.
It's called the Mic Madness multi-question game. Dun, dun, dun. Okay, so I'm going to fire off some questions.
Love it.
And I'm going to give you two options, and you have to pick one.
Okay.
And I'm sorry in advance.
Okay, that's okay.
Okay, so you have to eat or drink one of these to be able to stay alive.
Ooh.
A glass of spoiled milk or expired lab-grown chicken.
What lab-grown chicken?
Yeah, expired.
Lab-grown chicken.
Expired.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one.
But it's lab-grown.
Yeah.
Yeah, I won't die from it. It's lab-grown.
I can't with you. You're like, did you say lab?
Winner.
Okay. So you were heading to this meeting where it's a multi-million-dollar deal. It's already set in stone, and all you literally have to do is go shake their hand, and it's done. On the way, you accidentally, which one would rather have an accident happen? One, you shart yourself, kind of stink, but nothing shows through your bottoms. Or two, you pee yourself, but they can tell you peed yourself on your way to go shake their hand.
Peed myself. all day long.
It's like showing.
I
your,
have poop
like, what-
phobias all day long, P.
I'm picturing a multi-million-dollar pussy.
I am way okay with that. I at least say I spilt my martini on my pants on the way
Damn
there.
it, that's a
I was
good
celebrating the
I was
champagne.
So excited.
Oh no, the champagne bottle broke all over me.
And you could pull that off. God dang it, that was good. I don't even think about that. Okay, you have to choose one of these to eat. You go into a restaurant and you get a bowl of noodles,
Mm-hmm.
and one of them has hair in it, and the second one has a cockroach in it. Which one would you eat? And the hair is like a hairball,
Ugh.
and the cockroach
Because
is
I've
dead.
eaten hair before. I'd probably go with the cockroach so I could dice it up really small and then stuff it into the noodle and try to like chew one bite and then swallow the noodles. Because you didn't say I couldn't dice it up.
I did it.
I would dice it up really tiny.
Oh, I mean, I didn't even think about that.
Yeah.
I almost felt like you've done this before.
My brain is a fucked up place.
I'm like, okay, let's think about this. I've learned I don't like hair, so. Okay, well, let's end with an easy one. You have to pick any Disney princess to be in this world.
Little Mermaid.
Ooh, yes.
I am such a Little Mermaid
I love
fan.
her. Obviously, when she's like in the water, not on land.
No, I love,
All of it.
all of it.
Yeah. I love that. I love Little Mermaid.
Yep.
Do you believe in mermaids?
No, but Little Mermaid, yes.
Oh, dang it. Okay, what is one goal that you are working on or manifesting right now?
I am stepping into the real estate.
Ooh.
Yeah, market.
This is so exciting.
It's very exciting.
I know. You told me this like literally right
Yes.
before we sat
Yes.
down, and I was like, what?
Yes,
Okay, you're going to kill it.
I am very excited.
Especially with all your connections. I mean,
Yes.
add it to the resume. God
Yes.
dang it.
Are you guys selling or buying anytime soon? Just kidding.
Yeah, I know. I know a girl. You know what's funny? I wanted to try that one time after hygiene school.
Yeah.
And then I just did too many other 5 million things. And I was like,
You can
oh,
still
sure,
do
I'll
it.
circle back around.
Could you imagine the Mel and Mel team?
Oh my God, the double
The
Mel.
M&M.
M&M. We will be the real M&M. That would be fun.
Yeah.
Okay, shit,
Yes.
maybe.
You never
All right,
know.
we'll see how next year goes.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Okay, before you met Ryan, what was the worst date that you have ever been on? What was the worst date you've ever been on?
Oh gosh.
Uh-oh.
I don't know about worse, but so I went on a date. It was actually my very first one when I was single. And business mindset, I was always looking for someone like business owner, like they're a business owner. I'm a business owner. And he was really cool. And we went on a couple dates and he was like, hey, I'm having a big event at my house. It was during COVID. And he was like, it's going to be like an auction and like all these marketing people and blah, 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 blah. And I was like, oh yeah, like I'd love to go. You know, like I have this picture on my Facebook and I'm standing here and we're watching this lady paint behind his pool. He had like this big, massive house. And I look around and I'm like, this entire party is all females. And I'm like, what is going on? And so I'm like having a drink with like this girl and she's like, and I'm like, dude, it's all chicks. Did you notice that? And she's like, yeah. She's like, I'm really confused because I'm dating him. It ended up being all girls he either was dating or he had dated. Just, no, I have this photo. I will show it to you.
What? Wait, and you guys, and he were talking to him too?
Yes. Just a sea of women at this party. And so here's the really cool part. Me and her ended up becoming friends and we're still friends to this day.
Stop. Yes.
Yes.
I love this.
Yeah. I would say that.
Wait, he did. Okay, that's a good one.
Yeah, but he wasn't like my boyfriend.
Yeah.
Like, you know, like he was like, we're seeing each other. Like, so there was no like, oh my God, like you're supposed to be, you know, with me.
Still, how about you tell a girl that you're bringing all the girls you're dating?
No, but if you understood his business, it makes a lot of sense.
Oh, man. Wait, now I'm curious.
Yeah. He's a ClickFunnels guy. You know what ClickFunnels are?
Yeah. Oh, man. Okay, how would your friends from high school describe you?
I would say probably usually the word I get is outgoing.
Okay.
So really outgoing, like I said, life of the party for sure. Not anymore. Life of the party. Yeah, I would say that.
Yeah. I feel like that's like still like who you are. Yeah, I love that. Okay. Who is one person you would love to meet before you die?
He's already dead though.
Okay, that's
It would have been Michael Jackson.
Oh my God, that's a good one. Did you see his movie?
Yes, of course. I was there day one.
Yeah, you're like, yeah.
I'm such a Michael Jackson fan.
I wish I would have met him while he was alive. For sure.
Yeah.
I would love to know his like actual story too.
Oh my gosh. So I'm obsessed. But if the person's alive, Gary V, if you're listening, I'm a big fan.
Shout out to Gary V.
I don't know if you saw my story when I stalked him at his convention when he was last year. It was an Instagram story.
You're like, I tagged you.
I did.
Oh my God, I love that. Okay, I shouldn't say who. What is something that people may assume about you that you would like to, sorry, like to clear up, clarify, or maybe it's something that's actually not true?
I don't think I'm a pretty open book.
Yeah.
Even on podcasts that I've been in, I don't think that there's anything out there that wouldn't be true. I'd say the only confusion really is, I don't think that people know that I have the agency.
Yeah.
They think that it's all even our clients are like, oh, Eat.Drink.AZ does the social media, and I'm like, we have a team.
Yeah.
There's people. It's not us. It's not just me. I would say the confusion between the agency and Eat.Drink.AZ, we actually just did a name change because of that reason.
Yeah.
So we changed it to EDC agency.
I did notice that.
It was Eat Drink Creative. Way too hard for people to figure out what Eat.Drink.AZ is and Eat Drink Creative Agency.
Yeah.
Our own clients couldn't understand it.
Yeah.
So
you probably get more clicks on that too, just because it's like
EDC. I know. We were like, we had to do a little research before we took that name.
Yeah.
Just to make sure. And I'm an EDM person.
Ooh.
So it kind of like was fitting.
Very fitting.
Yeah.
I got an email from you guys and it's said EDC and I had to like double take. I'm like, wait, what?
Yeah.
What are you guys doing now? I'm like, oh, okay.
I know.
Wait, real quick. Do you guys still have your place in Old Town?
Yes. Yeah. Our office is in the vortex, in the heart of the vortex, right next to Kala and Hot Chick. And if we're there working on a Thursday and Friday, it is bananas with the people that ride the bikes.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and sometimes we leave our door open because it's like during season.
Yeah.
We have a bar inside our office.
I know. I need to.
You need to come and have drinks.
Yeah,
we have a bar in our office, but sometimes we'll have the kids they're drunk and they're walking by and we've had these dudes walk in and they were like, "Is this a speakeasy?" Yeah, we have like the most random stuff come in. Yeah, people come in, all walks of life walk into our office. It's pretty crazy being in Old Town, but we love it. It's fun.
Wait, so what days are you guys there?
So we're there every single Monday and Tuesday.
Okay.
And then I probably come in more towards Thursday and Friday. So we only make we only make them mandatory come in twice. And then the rest, they get to work from home.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
Probably love
I don't believe in the whole like 9 to 5 and in office setting like that in the digital world. I just because of the way I operate, I believe you can have good times of the day working and not so good. So I say, as long as you're doing your work, we would know there's a lot of work.
Yeah.
I said, I don't give a shit what time you do your work. And as long as you're answering my questions Monday through Friday from 9 to 5, I don't care you can be on a beach with your laptop if you want to.
Yeah. Yeah. Singing your Margie, like sip it up.
Yeah.
You're an awesome boss. I love that.
Thank you.
I feel like more people need to be like that. Okay, and then I also want to say thank you so much for posting my toothbrush. I had like, I reached out to a few of you guys to see who would post it. And it means so much to me because it's like it's my baby business. It's one of
Yeah.
them. And well, I can say this because we have said it. You gave me permission before, but yeah, you are my patient now, and I love seeing you and your man come in. It's so
Yeah.
so exciting.
You've helped us a lot, and we love the design on it. I think we had this conversation. He was like, remember, we didn't know it was a bullet.
Oh yeah.
And he's like, this is a badass design. I didn't take my tongue, and I don't know if you know, I probably should have just messaged you. I didn't take my tongue scraper with me because I'm carry-on.
Yeah.
If they would have thought it was a weapon, because it's so cool.
No, they would have.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
I'm so glad I didn't. I was like, do I take it? Do I not take it?
Check bag only. Check bag only from experience. And I'm going to tell you that story.
Yeah.
I went through the airport and they're like, man, we need to, check your bag. Do you have anything in here you need to tell us about? I'm like, what are you talking about? And on the screen, it shows a bullet. And so they pull it out and I'm like, that's my tongue scraper. And they're like, well, what were you going to do with this? And I'm like, scrape my tongue? Like,
yeah.
I'm not going to break it off.
Oh my
put it in whatever gun. Where's the gun at, And I had to pull up my website and show them my whole line. And like, oh, actually, this is cool. They're like, yeah. And then finally I was like, so can I get my tongue scraper back? And they're like, well, we got to pull someone over from management and blah, blah, blah. You got to have to sit here. And by that time, we were running a little behind that day. And I was like, okay, you know what? Take it.
Yeah, forget it.
I got more.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. See, now you got to do a travel one that passes through security.
Yes. It's going to be like a little.
Yeah, something different.
Something nice.
Safe.
Safe, yeah. We're safe.
Yeah.
Well, I was laughing because I remember when Ryan first came in and I know, and I always tell my friends this, I know I have so many different lives, but I was educating Ryan on stuff and, how I always do with every single patient that sits in my chair. And he was looking at me and I have a mask on. So, I'm like, it's me, but
Yeah.
And Ryan was like, you're like, and I told someone the story before, he's like, you're like Mel0nTheMic, right? I'm like, yeah. And I'm like, okay, anyways, back to your blah, blah, blah. And he's like, you're like Mel Alicia, right? And I'm like, yes, Ryan, why? I'm like, is it so hard to believe I'm Mel RDH?
He came home and told me that. He's like, I never put 2 and 2 together. He was dying. I'm like, I should have told you that. I don't know why. I didn't tell you that.
It's like, he was the look on his face. I was all like, it's me. Yeah. I have 5 hats. It's me. I promise. Oh my God. But it's great. And it's funny because any career I walk in, I switch my hats and I take it very serious.
Yeah.
But
well, you're great at what you do.
Thank you.
We love going to you guys.
Aww. I have so much fun seeing you guys. Okay, what is something that people may not know about you? I know you're an open book, but is there something that maybe...
I don't know.
I know. I'm like, what
would someone not know about me if my whole life is on social?
I know, right? Seriously.
Oh, here's a good one. I'm actually an introvert. I'm like an introvert extrovert, I guess. I know it's a new term.
Yeah.
But I can perform being in these situations, but I'm pretty quiet, outside of it. I would say that. So if you got to know, or I'm at media events or anything, I turn on, but other than that, I'm drained when I'm done. Yeah. Completely drained. And they're really hard for me, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, same. It's funny. I was just telling Brando this. I'm like, I get drained. I love doing media and being on the camera, but then I get drained. I get tired. And that new term came out and I'm like, that is me.
Yeah.
And I feel like a lot of us are like that.
Uh-huh. I didn't think that until it came out and I was like, oh my God, this exists. Thank you, TikTok.
Yeah. You're teaching me so much about myself.
Facts.
Yes, seriously. Okay, where can our listeners find you on social media?
If you want hospitality, anything to do with food and restaurants and where to go, Eat.Drink.AZ. If you're looking for hospitality marketing, full service EDC agency. And we're on every single social media platform.
I feel like you have to have a doom with that one. And any last words for our listeners?
Keep listening to Mel and brush your teeth.
Hell yeah, you hear that? Well, thank you so much for coming on the mic. And I am so excited for your new journey and eating hopefully more snacks with you in the future. Hire me, girl. But overall, just keeping it real on the mic.
Thank you.
I love you.
The place blow up.